So welcome back, and once again, thank you very much for staying with us here. Remember, this is where you get those who matter. And so let me quickly introduce my guest. I'm honored to have him because not only has he paid his due to this country, but this gentleman I'm talking about, we all know him as Frank Ofori. If you go to Accra Sports Stadium and you talk about the tennis court, there is a name there. It has been christened the Bishop Frank Ofori Tennis Court. And that gentleman is a household name when it comes to tennis. And in the 90s, he made sure that he gave his all, served Ghana to the highest. And in terms of tennis, but where are we now? There's the gentleman. Bishop Frank Ofori, most welcome to GBC News.
Thank you, my brother. It's an honor to be here today.
Wow. It's also an honor. I'm so excited starting the new month with you. I just don't know why. But a whole lot of people still ask, is Frank Ofori still around? And what really is happening? So today, I'm giving you enough time. Just talk to Ghanaians. Why has the name changed? Whatever it is. Is this Frank Ofori, the Frank Ofori we know that holds the racket and performs wonders with it? Are you the one? If yes, walk us through small.
Well, to God be the glory. We thank him for his presence. I'm still the same person, just a little bit older, a little smarter, a little more matured. What happened is after my tennis career, I was helping with tennis for about 8 years during the OD tournament. And then I got to a time I thought, hey, it's time to start a family. So I kind of went on the low key and also turned into the ministry to serve the Lord. And that's why people haven't been hearing about me for a long time. But the good news was I was at the background and I was still helping the guys who were doing the tennis clinics, the tournaments and everything. I was just not coming out because I was giving more full time to the ministry. But right now, it is time. God's time is the best. So I thought there should be a change. So that's why I'm back and I'm here.
Great. So viewers, if you just tune in, this is Bishop Frank Ofori, Ghana's legend. One of our all-time best when it comes to male tennis players, and he will walk us through the good old days, as we call it, as to what really was the preparations like for Ghanaian tennis players and how come we're able to play with the best in the world. They come to the Accra Sports Stadium, they come and play with you guys. We were at a certain zone, we were being ranked here and there, but what really has happened? In the studios also with me is another up-and-coming legend, a gentleman that is also giving his all to the development of the game. When it comes to wheelchair tennis, para sports and everything, this gentleman is a coach. I have Philip Plange here, and he has been partnering with Bishop Frank Ofori. There is a project that is ongoing. I call it the Catch Them Young. I call it the giving back. I call it the philanthropic way of doing ministry. You preach and you let people play tennis. You preach and let people do sports. You tell us so. But Philip, good to have you. And briefly, I always see you on the court. What is it with tennis that makes you go crazy? Hey, and you keep doing things for tennis. What is it?
I thank you for giving me this forum, and also I also give thanks to the Almighty God for giving us life, because without life we cannot do anything. And as I started my ministry in tennis, as I call it, I met Bishop Frank Ofori. Although we were all at Kanesi Sports Complex, I didn't meet him during his heydays, but during his clinics, I spoke to him that I'm also up and coming guy who wanted to zoom into coaching and use it as a ministry to get the younger folks in the area and help them. And believe you me, our man is very, very hard up when it comes to the equipment, because a lot of people have made lodgements with him and all that, but he went out of his way and said, Philip, look, I'm going to sort you out. You let me finish with these people. And believe you me, he gave me 18 rackets. 18 to train the young guys at Kanesi. And that was how come now I'm following. We are so immediately I saw that he's doing this thing, Christ Party. I said, wow, because my vision and my career and whatever in life is about using sports and music to bring souls to Christ or lead people to Christ.
Okay, now let's come to the legend. You will get time to talk about it. Now, Bishop, let's start from those days.
Yes.
How did you get into tennis? In your family, were you tennis players? How did you?
Well, the good news was my dad, we moved to Carnegie Sports Complex. We were just right the same wall with Carnegie Sports Complex. So definitely I used to play table tennis. I mean, my number one game was actually table tennis, not tennis, you know, but then I saw the tennis people, you know, they dress in white and everything. So I just decided, hey, this is kind of cool. Plus they were lawyers and doctors, you know, and it's kind of bourgeoisie. So then I take it off from there. And then the rest is just history. You know, I didn't know I have the talent. Plus, again, with the tennis, there was money to be made, you know, but table tennis, there wasn't money. So, you know, when you are young and you're ambitious, so I took it from there. And I met Sir Kobe Owusofre, who was my manager at the club that time. And he was working with Ghana Airways. So, you know, he loved Ghana so much. The tennis was good. So he can sponsor me. And the rest, we had a good chemistry. And the rest was just history, you know. And then later on, I had a scholarship to go to the States, you know, for university with tennis. And then I turned professional, and I was doing so well, you know. And the injury came in a little bit here and there, and that's when Ghana tennis that time we were doing so good, you know, because I was the only one professional. And if you could remember those days, if I don't win, we are in trouble, you know. But hey, it was a good old days. The supporters, the scene at the stadium, you know, the whole Ghana was behind us. Even those days when you are playing, football stops. It's just tennis. So tennis was on the highest tone. But those were good old days, but it's okay. Now we have to move forward.
Now, which of the games do you remember? Fond memories can you share with us those days? Which team did you play with? Which game really made you really feel that indeed I have done something for my nation?
Well, that was against Morocco. You know, I think that was 88. That was just the second year we started the Davis Cup. The first, honestly, I still believe we had success too early. We had it too early. It came too quick. You know, we played Morocco in the finals to go to European Zone 2. And that day, Dr. Kwesi Botchwey, who was the Minister of Finance, more like third person to Rawlings, came and watched the game, and we won. And I was the one, the hero of the day. You know, he came and carried me. The next day, I was in front of Ghanaian Times. Man, those days, to be in front of the Ghanaian Times was something. You know, so up to today, I would say that was one of my highlights because that memory sticks with me.
Which of the other players were part of the Golden Rackets then that you remember also played a role? You guys teamed up to really do it because you were just too hot, too good. What was it?
Well, I would have to say Emmanuel Paddy. You know, Emmanuel Paddy was my role model because he was in Kumasi. When he comes to Accra, he stays at Carnation Sports Complex, the hostel. And he kind of motivate me. He was my role model. He pampered me and he encouraged me. And he became my partner. You know, so later on, when I became the top dog, the hot shot, and we were in the same, actually he came to my college in the States. So we were good partnership. The chemistry was good. We had Kojo Atiso that time too. You know, he was #1 till I took over, and he could also play. So I had some big men in front of me who really kind of motivate me, pampered me, and also showed me the support that I needed. And that chemistry in that team, well, the fourth player, we kind of swing a little bit. We had Kendo Wona, you know, also that was young, talented kid, great hands, you know. So I would say the four of us were just awesome. And it was a perfect team. I used to call it the A team, the dream team, you know, and it's hard to come by.
Wow. Those days, coaching, support coming in here and there, how was it like? Because I'm trying to link it to this current state, why we are where we are and seem to be struggling. What was it like? Was government really giving you guys the attention you needed? Where the support coming in? Was training that Herculean? Was other activities really affecting you guys? Like these days, you are playing tennis, you are thinking about your academics, where you eat, where you sleep, how to even get a racket, even a place to play the tennis that you love. We have to pay sometimes to. You know, how was it like at your time?
Well, I would say nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. It's the same old thing. My days, there was no help coming in. It was just my sponsor, you know, Kobe Owusofre, who was helping. And also the little money that I was making, I kind of put it back. You know, our culture, nothing is changed. That's why this new thing about Christ Party, I'm trying to, you know, change the new generation. The only time you see people coming in is when it's successful. Like the Davis Cup, when we started winning, there was nothing at all. nothing. We train and everything by ourselves and everything. But the moment you start winning, that's when everybody comes in. Well, let's take, for example, when Blaster were going to the World Cup. Did you see how much sponsorship was coming in? It was the same thing. But right now, the sponsorship is low. Tennis has been like that, and tennis has always been. But there's going to be a change. That's why we are here.
Now, let's talk about this Christ party stuff. The first time I saw you at the Accra Sports Stadium, and the children were all over. Children, I don't know where you got them from. Seriously, young ones, some I didn't even hold rackets before you give them some. So I was thinking, what exactly is this concept, and why did you name it Christ Party?
Well, let's start from the beginning. I hadn't taken my family to the sports stadium for 12 years because they were born in the States, and we came back home, back and forth, but I never did because we were too focused on the ministry. So one day I took the whole family there to see, hey, this is the court your father is being named after. But when I went, there was filth everywhere, broken chairs and everything. So we started, my son and I, we started picking all the rubbish and everything. So other people start coming to help. So then it just clicked. You know, I heard a voice. The Lord is like, it is time, my son. So I wrote a little article that change is coming. So the next day I went home, and then I heard it's called Christ Party. The reason why it's called Tennis Christ Party is we're going to have fun playing tennis and at the same time having a party, having a good time. Because the world have come to believe that when you are playing tennis, you know, for Christians, because I'm looking at both ways, for Christians, you are told that when you are playing tennis, it's for the world system. So it's wrong, it's sin. So Christians are not playing sports, because that's what they've been brainwashed. And the sportsmen also are thinking, you know, Christ and church is also boring, you know, so they don't want to go to church. So each and everyone is judging each other. So the idea came, Christ Party was, hey, to tell Christians it's okay to play sports and it's good for you because you need to get some exercise. And for the sports people, which I have been, you know, that it's okay to be a Christian and there's nothing wrong with it because the rules are too strong. When you are a man of God, you know, it's like, don't do this, don't do that, do that. The restrictions is too much. But I'm trying to let people know it's not. We are the one forcing the law, but it shouldn't be. Number one, for sportsmen, even if you have a match on Sunday, they call you Antichrist. So you already been washed. I'm telling them no. Even though you have a match on Sunday, you play. You know, having a relationship with the Lord is from the heart. It's not about rules. So that's where Christ Party came along. Let's get Christians to do sports, and let's get the sports people also to receive Christ, put them together and unique. And then we take it from there. And so far, it's been good. Regarding the little ones, it's just a gift from the Lord. First, I called Victoria Dowona, which is...
Before you get there, these were some scenes I managed to pick up. I chanced on him. I saw it on social media, so I got to the stadium, and they were even done. But these were some of the scenes, so I just picked one or two for us to really see. These are the kids. This is how they received him when he was coming. So soon you see it. A lot of applause for him and the family. So I saw the banner. Frank, how do you call it? Frank Nick?
Frank Nack.
Frank Nack. The meaning of Frank Nack is Frank is just me. The Nack is my wife. So Frank Nack, we put it together because we are a ministry. Okay, that's my manager.
So is this the gentleman that...
This is the great one. The first gentleman was Kobe Wisafre. That's been my manager for life. The second person was Victoria Dowona. He just came off the scene. So that was her.
And this gentleman?
And this gentleman is my brother-in-law.
So, really, why did you decide to surprise them? Because they were surprised on their face. What really was it?
Well, you know, it's about honoring. In our society, all we do is a lot of bashing, criticism, putting people down. But we thought we'd use this opportunity to honor people. So they didn't expect it, you know. So when my sponsor came to see the occasion, we thought, hey, give him a prize. And then my brother-in-law, and then also Victoria Dowona, the coach, and Philip was also there to help. He got a prize.
Any day you organize the thing, then you give them tokens. Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm trying to make people know that life is all about having fun. Worshipping the Lord is fun, doing sports is fun. And to catch them young, that is the best way to go. Because we have been so brainwashed that we need to change our attitude and have fun with everything, enjoy everything. Because there's too much bitterness. So for the kids, when they go to church, it's boring. you know, like they want to dance, they want to be hyped. So hey, at our Christ party, when they come, give them toffees, you know, give them drinks, give them food. And luckily, our ministry, we are into baking. So, you know, we bake and we put the package together. When I was young, when I go to any place and they give me toffee, man, I want to go again. So definitely you want to reward people and also to honor people and let them know, hey, what you've been doing, we love it. And we love what you're doing, we remember it. So we're using all this occasion actually to honor people, make people know it's fun and to enjoy life and to accept the Lord at the same time. So it's the whole package. It's really hard to come by.
When I had the chat with you, you were trying to sound, oh, I don't want to do this. Are we going to see you set up an academy to say, okay, I'm giving back. The Lord has blessed me, so let me also transfer this knowledge to the next generation? Because if you teach them how to hold the racket, it's the first step to telling someone I love the sport. And the kids love it. On their faces, it's like there is hunger, there is thirst for playing tennis. So if somebody will come and groom us, okay, this is how you play, come along, let's play. Do you, in the foreseeable future, plan to put up an academy or maybe get 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 and say, okay, I'm sponsoring you because somebody also saw me some time back, held my hands, and through the grace of God, I am where I am now. Do you intend doing that?
Yes, it's always been a gift from me. You know, my name is Frank. Frank means truth, and it's always good to give back to the society. I mean, even my playing days, I've got people to go to the States. I have people come to my college in the States, and I'm still helping people to get scholarship to go to school. So definitely, yeah. But the idea about Christ Party is to get the little ones to change their thinking, to start thinking about good things. And then afterwards, as it start to grow, we're going to pick the good ones who are really good and then focus on them and then help them to a new level. That again has scholarship to the States or even 10 Pro. And then by that time that this thing is expanded, that we'll have people who just want to have fun, people who just want to have a good time, and then people who want to take it seriously. You know, so it's a beginning. And the reason why I was telling you I want to take it slow was that this is the beginning stage, and I want us to focus on the beginning stage first before we get there. But definitely it's coming on, and the change is already here.
Wow. The attendance, the turnout, the response from the young ones, did they first overwhelm you or you were expecting? I know, okay, as for the Accra Sports Stadium area, those 2 children are there, they like tennis, so they will definitely come. Or you were really surprised at the response? Because you didn't really advertise it. I didn't see any giant billboard anywhere. I didn't see any commercial saying that, okay, all children who wants to play tennis, come to the Accra Sports Stadium on this X day. But they were there in their numbers. Were you and your ministry team members surprised at their turnout?
Well, that turnout was good. I would say that was the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. First, I called Victoria Dowona, you know, the ladies tennis legend, who was also my role model when I was coming up. And I said, this is what I'm trying to do. You know, are you on board? She said, yeah, I'm going to come on board. And I have few kids, I'm going to bring them. And then I called Coach Philip. I said, well, actually, Vic said, hey, can I bring Philip along? I said, hey, why not? Bring Philip. And Philip also brought some kids. You know, so together, you know, we just had few advertisement on the net, that Christ Party, because honestly, I wanted to start it slow, you know, and then grow. But then when I came that day, you know, like the Lord does, he always makes things beautiful all the time. The attendance was good, the joy, I mean, to see the number of kids that show up, you will not believe it. You come by, you know, and the atmosphere, and you will know the presence of the Lord was there. And it's all about having fun, having a good time. And we did, and I'm on it, that, you know, it's taking off so good. And the last one we did was also big. The number, it just got so big. I'm thinking, oh, hold on a second. We don't have to get the playing football field very soon.
But somebody will ask, so how many months have you given yourself to do this? How do you do it? Is it every week? Is it quarterly, monthly? Exactly, how do you do it? Maybe someone watches us on national TV today being the 1st of April, they are excited. Okay, we are seeing the legend here. So how can we come on board and also a little push to see this dream materialize? How many days do you do? Can you give us a timeline?
All right. Well, we're doing it once every month. That's the third Saturday of every month. So the next month, which is April, this month, right, we're doing 24th. And then the other one, May, we're doing it 26th, and then 22nd the following month. So once every month. We don't want to rush too quick and do too much too fast. So we're just doing it once a month, so that we can build a good foundation and then take it to a whole new level. But if you want to contact us, we have Christ Party on Facebook and everything, and our number is 055 55 25 501, 055 55 25 001, or if you Google my name, Bishop Frank Ofori, and you say Christ Party, we're here to help. So anyone who wants their kids to play tennis and also receive the word of God, just come on board. Everyone is welcome from age 4 to 35. You can come on Saturday that morning and we'll have a good time. It's 3 hours. So in a way, we are babysitting your kid too. You just drop them and you can go and have, umutuo and some katinkwai. And then you can come back and come and pick them,
I know you like the Ghanaian staples the most.
Oh, yeah.
I thought because of the American lifestyle, the boga thing, you forgot you like your pizza. And
no,
so
I don't.
You still like come here.
Man, I like my wache. Remember the last time I played Davis Cup, I went and have wache and I had a running stomach. So hey, I'm learning. I just flew from the States. I'm playing Davis Cup, but I miss wache so much. So I thought, man, let me go have wache. Wrong timing. So I had it. Next day I had to play. I was running stomach, had to go to the bathroom 4 times. But I'm still gonna eat my wache. And then I like my red and my beans, man. Yeah. I don't like pizza, Nah, I don't. But give me wache anytime, you got me.
So, viewers, we just having the lighter side. That's Bishop Frank Ofori, our tennis great. I still have Coach Philip here. Coach, let me just ask you this because I'll get time for you. But how easy is it to take somebody through tennis? Okay, come and let's play. Somebody hasn't really held a racket before, that don't have that confidence to be on. In their family, they don't play tennis. And then you get them at that age, and then how do you do it? How easy is it?
You see, tennis has evolved. And me, for once, if you are very, very much inclined in science, you can see that now everything is hinged on scientific approach. Okay. So now if you are dealing with kids and you are dwelling on old method, you are going to let them run into injury. The children will not like to come again. And for once, what I'll cite an example, which what Bishop is doing. The children come, they have fun. The next day they want to come again. So we have fun and we learn. We have fun and then we learn. So the children learn through the fun, and they build their motor skills, throwing and catching and moving here and there, and those things they may think they are playing, but it all comes back. Throwing is just like pushing with the racket. So as you are pushing, you push off, push off. So one of the the lessons I was giving the children, you see, just push the ball over the net, just push the ball. So as they are pushing the ball, they think they are just pushing. But in my course, they are trying to swing. But I don't call it a swing, just push the ball. Okay. You see, just push the ball or throw. So the sending and receiving skill, that helps them, and then they play.
So as Ghana watches us right now, Ghana is watching us right now. This particular edition you'll be doing this month, you need to expect an overflow.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know how you guys, whether you call for reinforcement or get more of your resource persons to really come on board, to really come in. But I just want to know, with this project you are embarking, is the Ghana Tennis Federation really backing you guys to do this, or this is my project? I want to let it grow first before I just inform them about what I'm doing.
Well, they had a little idea, but like I always say, when you're starting something new, people don't really want to come on board, which is fine because it's the Lord's doing and it is marvelous in our eyes. So we're doing it by ourselves, our ministry, my wife and I, our ministry, and it's okay because that's our system. But as it grow and it get better, everybody will come on board. And then that will also motivate other people to start the same thing. So it is in everything, somebody has to start the first journey, the first step. And I'm ready for that. So this is a good challenge. And it's going to be a great challenge because very soon, I think we're going to even have to fill Independence Square very soon. Is it still called Independence Square?
Yeah.
Or Black Star Square, whichever one it is.
Yeah.
And you are invited though. I'm going to start making
Get the children there with the rackets. 5,000 children, 7,000 children at Independence Square.
Yep.
Playing tennis under your instructions. That's what you envisage.
Oh, very soon. Give me about maybe 2 years or something. That will happen. It's a vision and it is going to happen, right? And you're going to remember today, 1st of April, that we prophesy, and that will happen.
Now, let's look at this scenario where people are worried because currently we are not even in the rankings. We've dropped down the pecking order. What do you think we can do as a nation to really get back to the good old days?
Well, number one is our mentality, our attitude. We have to renew our mind, like the Bible said, Romans 12:2, just like Ephesians 4:23. Renew the spirit of your mind. We complain too much. That's what we do. We need facilities, we need that, we need that. Man, let us shut up. Whatever we have, let's use it. I always tell my wife, if you don't have, create it. I used to play barefooted. That was then. Fine, I understand. I don't have anybody to hit with. The wall is there. Use the wall. So let's start from beginning. Let's renew our mind. Let us not complain about, let's build this special tennis court and all that. No. Number one, whatever we have, use it by doing tournaments. Even if it's one court, more tournaments, and then we'll get success. And once we start getting success, the sponsorship and other people will come on board. Let's take football, for example. Because Ghanaians is doing so well. Now you see how many academies in Ghana now? So it's the same thing. So in short, we have to renew our mind. We don't have it that great, but the little bit we have. Just like the school system. Yes, the kids are sitting under the tree, but why don't we focus on more on the books? Give them the right books, teach them the right knowledge, and then the building will come. We all complaining about the building. We don't have this. And then we keep on making promises. If I get there, I will do this for you, I do this for you. So we have become lazy people. You go to the village, they're all waiting because the government said, I'm coming to build you a school, a hospital. Why don't you, the people, started doing it yourself? And this is where Christ Party is coming from. I'm trying to make people change their mind. That look, whatever you have, our little time that we had when we were young, we used to have this called socks for football,
yes,
gutter to gutter.
So we do it. And then
that is skills. Our football pitch was bad. But when you get to Europe or States, because we have bad pitches, the ball bounces funny. Actually helps your motivation. It helps your movement and skills. If you ask Tony Yeboah, when he was in his ski days, they used to go hard at him. So when you go to Europe, and they were just kicking him back and forth, he wasn't feeling it because the situation back home made him better. So whatever we have at the moment, let's use it. Let us not always say, we want to build facilities. Every time I hear people come on the news, we need this infrastructure. No. For right now, yes, we do need infrastructure. But let's focus on what we have, more tournaments, teach the kids the right way to think, and not say we're going to do it for you. Teach them, work hard, and then you will succeed. No easy way in life. And once you put that in them, and they believe in themselves, and they enjoy who they are, and they have the Lord on their side, the rest is easy. So it's our mind. And we're going to get there.
We're going to get there. And so there's time with Ghana's legend. That's Frank Ofori, Bishop Frank Ofori. Very, very honored to have you here. Thank you very much for your time and sharing this thoughts with us. I believe that the paradigm shift you are calling for will soon manifest with these young ones and with this Christ Party. I'm hoping that, like you said, next year by this time, a year by this time, according to scripture, a year by this time, we'll get 5,000 children. Everybody holding the racket.
Everyone holding the racket. And I have, I don't know whether you are married. You can bring your kids,
We'll bring them along. And
bring your cousins, bring everybody. And then
not forgetting the disabled. Because now we have included wheelchair.
Yes,
wheelchair,
we didn't even plan having the wheelchair, but we have added them to within the second time, so it's already moving fast, and the Lord is doing his thing, and the Lord makes things beautiful. I thank you.
Beautiful in his time.
I know actually the scripture say in his time, but I say all the time, because the Lord is good.
The Lord is good. Many thanks for doing the watching. This is the page here. This is how we do it. If you've missed this gentleman, please be at the Accra Sports Stadium on the 3rd Saturday. You see him, interact with him more, learn more from him, because currently he's back in town to help give back to society. If you know how to play tennis, you don't know how to play tennis, just pass by, socialize, network, and let's see how it goes. Thank you very much, Coach Philip. Thank you very much, Bishop, Legend Bishop Frank Ofori.
Thank you for having us, and then for everybody out there, you know, have a supernatural Easter. Remember, the Lord died for you. You don't have to kill goats and everything for your sin to be forgiven. You've already been forgiven because he died for you. Have a good time. Enjoy life. And always be thankful. I want to thank your producing team and everybody that is here. May this week and this month be the most successful month in your life. May the Lord shower you with blessings. May the Lord favor you. May only hear good news. And may this nation prosper beyond understanding. To God be the glory. Amen.
Amen. On this note, we say bye-bye.